Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Crown of Gems family. It's your girl, Sunny Palms here, and today I have a Sunny Palms exclusive. This topic is going to be a little bit, I would just say this. I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. It's a trigger warning. Some of the things I might talk about might disgust you, it might disturb a few people. So if you're not really into hearing these type of things, then go ahead and click off this video. However, for those of you who are interested to know more about holistic health and the benefits, please do continue watching. And before I continue on with this video, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notification button so you'll be notified whenever we drop a video. Okay, so today's video is going to cover everything holistic. All right, I'm going to give you guys a backstory just to catch you up on what introduced me into holistic medicine, holistic health, and just another disclaimer, I am not a physician. I cannot treat, diagnose any disease. This is strictly my own opinion and my own experience. So just want to put that out there. All right, so I would say a few years ago, I started having a lot of anxiety and panic attacks out of nowhere. I don't know what triggered them, but I was in and out of the ER for panic attacks. And it really is a really scary event. If you've ever experienced it, it's nothing to play around with, because you literally feel like you're going to the next dimension. Anyway, so fast forward that situation, I prayed about it. You know, I didn't have them up until like a lot of traumatic situations and events started happening in my life, and I noticed that they would come back. All right, so I'm going to tie that into what I'm getting ready to tell you guys right now. So fast forward, I started having issues with ear, nose, and throat. It felt like I was getting like allergies and things like that. And remind you, I've always been a healthy person. Like even in my childhood, I rarely got sick. So it was very alarming for me. And this went on for a few years. So finally, after visiting doctors, ERs, and doing my research, I come to find out like there's different ways to effectively combat these symptoms. And I do apologize for my daughter. She's in the background right now. So yes, there's ways to effectively combat these symptoms, if not eradicate these issues. So I started studying holistic medicine, and the more I studied, the more excited I became to know that there are actually natural ways to treat these issues within the human body. Like I said, we have to be our own advocate. We have to be our own advocate. I was in and out of the ER, and doctors were telling me like there's nothing wrong with you. They did blood tests, blood work, ran tests, like everything that you could imagine. And they couldn't figure out what the issue was. And they even got to the point where they were telling me that it was acid reflux, which I don't believe the symptoms that I was experiencing was acid reflux. So I was fed up at this point. Like I just was fed up with hearing them tell me there's nothing wrong. And I feel like there's something definitely not right. So anyway, I started to study holistic medicine, and I began, treating myself. I began a self journey to self wellness and understanding how the body works, and knowing how to listen to those cues within your body. When there's something not right, you need to pay attention and not ignore these things, because if you let things go on for so long, that's how a lot of people end up in a position where they've ignored this symptom or that symptom, and then the problem magnifies. So you don't want to do that. Anytime you feel like something is not right with your body, please do check in with your healthcare provider. I would say do that first. And if all checks out well and you still are not comfortable, then you pursue other means. So definitely I would suggest you guys don't take it upon yourself to go and start using holistic medicine, because it can definitely have negative effects. If not used properly, it can definitely be very dangerous, and it could cost you your life. It's that serious. So I said all that to say this. Went to the doctors. They're telling me nothing's wrong. I'm feeling like something is. And it got to the point where they began to tell me, like, at this point, it's in my head and maybe I should talk to somebody about it. Yeah. So I was not happy with that outcome, with the answer. So, I pursued studying holistic medicine. Moving forward, I decided that I wanted to do a total body detox, or prepare myself for a detox. And upon research, I was told that it's important that before you do any detox, you want to rid yourself of any type of parasites that could be within the body, any type of issues, underlying issues prior to the detox, just as a way to help jump start the detox and make it more effective. So that's what I did. I purchased the Black Wormwood online, and I began I began taking the supplement about 3 days ago. So the first day I noticed that I had a lot of bloating when I took it. I didn't have any other side effects outside of just my stomach feeling really bloated. The second day was the same thing. I was experiencing a lot of bloating, and it wasn't uncomfortable, but I could tell, like, I felt really full and that I needed to release. So on day 3, I took the supplement. I took it twice a day, one in the morning, one at noon. No, one in the morning and one in the evening. You could take two droppers or one dropper. I took 2 droppers, and I also went on an intermediate fast. I fasted from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. with no solid foods, maybe just water, and that was it. And then after the fast, I did not eat any meat this week. So it's just been like sides, fruit, veggies, anything but meat was in my diet during this time. So by day 3, I'm noticing now I'm feeling the urge to use the restroom. So I go and use the restroom, and as I'm using the restroom, I'm feeling like nothing is happening. And it was so crazy because I had been constipated just prior, a few days ago. So as I'm using the restroom, I'm not feeling like anything's coming out. And in that moment, I'm not like pushing or trying to force anything out. I just feel like, okay, I just did number 2. So, of course, I cleaned myself up, wiped and everything. And as I'm getting up, I'm looking in the toilet. I'm not messing with anything, touching anything. I'm looking in the toilet, and to my surprise, I see what looks to be worms. And they weren't like tapeworms or big worms. I'm talking about, like, if you know, like, how thin a piece of hair is from your head, that's how they look. And they were inside and, like, on the outside of the number 2, the stool. And they were, like, kind of just attached to it, but they were really, really, really fine and thin. You could possibly miss them if you weren't paying attention or looking for them. I know it was TMI, but anyway, that's the story. And so day 3, I did release some worms, and to my surprise, I was very shocked, and I was relieved that they were, like, leaving, but I was shocked because all of my research led up to all of the symptoms that I was having, and not knowing that all this time I did have a parasite. And let me tell you how people can get parasites. It has nothing to do with you being a dirty person or a nasty person. I like to eat out at different restaurants a lot. And if you're eating out, you have to think about the cleanliness of the restaurant and the people who are handling your food, because it doesn't necessarily mean that it comes from you. It can come from anything: the water, fruits, vegetables, undercooked food, anything. So that's another thing to look out for when you're eating out, is look at the ratings of the restaurants. Make sure, you're practicing good hand washing, good hygiene. You can do all the things right and still get parasites. It has nothing to do with you being a dirty person. So moving forward, I'm just going to give you some information that may help you understand a little more what this actual herbal supplement does, and what are parasites and how people contract them. Okay, so there's different parasites that have different effects on the body. You have the pinworm, the roundworm, the hookworm. There's so many, and there's so many ways that people can be infected by parasites. So here are some of the symptoms that a person who can have a parasitic worm in their body can experience. I was shocked when I seen this. It was so alarming, and I don't think many people are aware of this. And there's a lot of research that's gone into the symptoms of these parasites and what they can do to the body. Not only that, animals too, you know. So I cannot stress enough how important it is to be an advocate for your own health and do your own research. I'm not saying use Google as a diagnostic tool, but it's definitely important to do your own research and know, tap into your body. You should be in tune with your body. If something feels off, I can't stress it enough. Please do not ignore any symptom, any symptom. So as we discuss some of the symptoms, let's talk about what food causes parasites. What are the most common food sources of parasites? Undercooked pork, other undercooked or raw meats such as beef, raw fruits and vegetables, raw or undercooked freshwater or marine fish, raw or undercooked crustaceans or mollusks, raw aquatic plants such as watercress, unpasteurized cider, and milk. So here are a few of the reasons people can spread it or how they're spread. There's so many other ways, but these are the basic ways. So like I said, if you don't prepare your meals at home by yourself, if you're not the only one preparing your meals, there's a great chance that you could possibly be infected by a parasite. So again, this can happen to anyone, even people with OCD, so yeah, that doesn't eliminate anyone, but anyway, let's move on. So what do parasites look like in poop? For roundworms, you may find pieces of worms or large live worms in your feces. For pinworms, you may see thin white worms that appear like pieces of thread, which I believe I had a pinworm. Pinworms, which are about the length of a staple, are sometimes visible around the anal region at night when females lay their eggs on the surrounding skin. So if you have pinworms, you can have symptoms of anal itching, your butthole can itch. What else? There's a lot of things that I found out that can happen. Me personally, I haven't experienced any anal itching or anything like that, thankfully, but it definitely can be a symptom of a pinworm. So yeah, just definitely continue to do your research and find out more what these things or what causes this to happen, and just try and take preventative measures. I would say do a cleanse every 6 months. That's my plan, is to do a colon cleanse or a gut cleanse every 6 months. So let's just further discuss the benefits of this powerful Black Walnut Wormwood complex. This herbal supplement is incredible. So let's just dive right in. So here's another article that I found on Dr. Axe. Wormwood benefits, and as you can see, it can beat malaria, kills cancer cells, gets rid of parasites, treats Crohn's disease, contains antimicrobial and antifungal abilities, and also treats SIBO. So this is something that's worth looking into. As you can see, there's a vast variety of different ways that this wormwood benefits the human body. Another great benefit of this herbal supplement is also that it boosts the immune system. It aids in preventing cancer. It reduces risk of coronary heart disease. It helps to relieve constipation and diarrhea. It's effective in providing relief from sore throat, prevent fungal infections such as athlete's foot. So this can be used on the skin, and I do want to note that it can dye the skin as well, so just be careful with that. It also aids in improving health and appearance of the skin, and is beneficial in regulating cholesterol levels in the body. So not only does it help with the gut health, it actually helps with overall the health of the human body and the systems that is necessary. So I would definitely suggest first speak with your physician prior to starting any herbal supplements. I can't stress that enough, because different people with different like diseases or different issues within their body, these herbal supplements can definitely affect it in a negative way. This isn't something that you just pick up and start taking. You want to make sure that you are working with your body and not against it, because again, like I said, these herbal supplements can be very dangerous to someone who could be diabetic or could have like renal disease. You just don't want to dive into messing with holistic medicine if you're not educated and you haven't spoken with your physician. So again, these are some of the benefits to the black walnut. So far, I have had a positive experience using this herbal supplement. There are others that I use. I have so many that I can cover, and they do different things. Again, I'll be doing more on different topics of herbal supplements and things of that nature. The things that I take that I feel work, and the things that I feel as though maybe they're not that effective. And I do know that like with supplements, you can pair them with different supplements to have a more stronger effect. But again, you want to be very careful if you haven't spoken with your physician or someone who's like a holistic doctor or studies holistic medicine. Again, I've been studying holistic medicine for a few years, and I've had positive effects or outcomes with them. I can't guarantee these results or that these results will basically be the same for everybody. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's diet is different. You know, if you're doing holistic medicine, it's also important to like, you know, be mindful of your diet and what you're putting in your body, because it's counteractive. If you're putting bad things in your body and you're using these herbs and supplements to combat that, it's just like, it's an all full on war. Like, it really doesn't make sense. So again, it's totally optional what you do with your body. It's your body and your health. Like I said, I'm an advocate for my own health and my own wellness just because of my own experience. And I would love to dive into more of this on a later date or another video. If you guys are interested, let me know. Leave any comments, questions below in the comment section. Again, we are in 2023. Let's start taking better care of ourselves and practicing, you know, just things that are going to build our bodies up, because these are all temples, you guys. Like, we have to take care of our bodies. I don't care how much you manifest, how rich you are, how wealthy you are, your health is your wealth. And without it, nothing even matters. Like, what does it matter if you're a billionaire and you are sick on your sick bed and you can't go out and enjoy yourself, or you have all of these issues? And, you know, that's a part of our mental wellness as well, because I don't think people realize how much trauma it is on the mental health when your body is not working properly or not in order. I've experienced it, you know, with like I said, ear, nose, and throat. And let me tell you, it's very depressing. It really is. And I would never wish that on anybody. So that's why I'm here, is to help and be an advocate for you guys as well. So again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also, I just want to throw out there, like, I do have a background in medical. I am not a practitioner or anything like that, but I did study medicine. I was in nursing school. You know, I worked in the medical field. So I do have a little knowledge on things of that matter. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. And also, you guys, if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on my social media, TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to our family channel here on YouTube. And also, we have a family Instagram account, Crown of Gems Family. Please do go over there and show us some love. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.